This is like my 20th, bro. 50th, more like. I'd say only like 10 of them were worked on for more than like a day. I really just created like one of the most complex war simulators. You know, this is something I've been working on for so long, it's actually crazy. I've done so many games like this, war games, that end very badly. For one simple reason. The prototype. The prototype is so important for a war game. Because it's not just the lowest subdivision. The prototype is half of what everything is based on. Is just unfinished. And I have to go through every single one and fix it. And that doesn't work. But now, I'm so much better at doing this. And I just do it a better way entirely. And I'm just so excited to finally show all of you what I've been working on. I'm gonna label all this. I'm gonna label all this and then come back to it. So give me a minute. It'll take me like, don't worry, like 20 minutes. So, fuck. So starting with this, so over here we have my utilities. So this lets you start and stop the game by just pressing that button. I have not added mobile controls yet. That will be coming though. So clicked is, you know, too simple to even have to explain to you. Regulate. It, you know, regulates it between these two numbers. It takes that text and it starts, or it just takes everything that's after the first, whatever this is. You have this, and then after that symbol, you have the number. So it goes that. I would put a pick random here and have it add that to the stats. If I hit for stats, it, you know, makes it a lot smaller, so you can't go into any. Alright, so commands, this stuff lets you use commands. This, you know, adds the commands. It's in a settings thing, but it's still commands. This lets you change the map mode. I don't know why this is over here. So it waits until you change one of these things, but you gotta have a selected nation. So you have to select something. This lets you use commands. There's also part of that. But the sprites themselves can also make these events. I'll show you that. So these are just a list of ideologies and the effect it has. So Modvar 1 and Modvar 2 don't actually do anything. So this universal events and other stuff for sprites to use. So it needs these so it can change itself based on its ideology, whatever it was set to. It's got the negative resources and just normal resources. It needs to balance them out, or else it'll do that. So this resets stuff and lets you move the camera around. And we have a map system that I just added. Make sure itself, its region, and its nation are usable. Makes list of bordering cities and makes networks to connect all of them. Fancy select and makes map modes work, these two. Let sprites be located. This shows, you know, stuff to the player and makes progress. So this is the most important one because this just changes everything in them. What it does is rates every nation and makes its own events based on how it feels. You can see that right here. Again, this is just a template sprite, so I can always add more without breaking everything. Then there's the progress update. So it checks this if it's touching enemies and or allies, and it gives the city a focus, like a local event. It does stuff. It says something and then it actually does stuff. Yeah. To every variable, so it changes everything, and then it regulates them. Besides that, war update updates its current standing through events targeting it and its value. So just, measures itself, does stuff. So, and it uses the universal event system, or whatever you want to call it, but so it could make natural events, or you could, make your own events with the commands and have stuff happen. So it contains war, you go to war, and this, one of the most important things, in a war update is it lets the borders actually move by letting the city get taken. I really just created like one of the most complex war simulators. The prototype is half of what everything is based on.